Hi, friends, it's me. I just wanted to come at you really quickly and let you know that you're going to notice that there's some slight audio issues with Chris's audio in this one. He gets a little quiet. I tried my best to remedy it. It's something that will be fixed next week. Apologies for the technical issues, but I think it's still listenable, and this is a good episode. So I won't stay too long. Enjoy. Love you. Bye. Here's to you, dear listeners, and welcome to Metal Gear Mondays, the most thorough Kojima-themed podcast on the internet. I am your host, Sam Wright, and we're back again this week. We're done talking about Death Stranding, at least directly for now. Because honestly, we're tired.
Little burnout. Little
burnout on the Death Stranding.
It's hard to keep on keeping on. If you know what I mean.
No.
To keep on keeping on. We don't know what you mean, Chris. Save your jokes for later.
Listen, I played through this game twice, so I have more of a right to be done with it than you guys.
Well, okay. So before we get into this discussion, let me introduce my host for today. It's Cole Duncan.
Void me out and take me to outer heaven. I'm so done talking about it for right now. Oh my god. I'm totally okay with talking about Death Stranding in the future, but lads, it's been a lot.
Need some space. And also joined by Chris Hampton.
Oh shit, I forgot the thing I was supposed to say.
Is it the milky white guy again?
Yeah, insert Nikki Jakey reference here.
Yeah. You did that last week though. You gotta come up with something fresh.
Oh yeah. Well, I didn't do my research. Actually, no, Nikki Jakey didn't release another video this week.
Nope.
So sure didn't.
So then that's all you can really do. You can
tune in next time.
Yeah, you can only do as many Nikki Jakey references as there are references. You know what I mean? So got to keep it fresh. So again, we are done talking about Death Stranding, at least for now. And this week is going to be a little bit different. You know, sometimes in the past, I guess Zach isn't here this week.
It's not important. It's okay.
It's not important. It's okay. No. So he's actually, like, we've talked about it on the podcast, and we're getting very excited about it for real, that he is moving back to the States from Moonbase Alpha. He's been gone for a very long time. And he's coming back to the States. And so he is currently in the process of gathering together his, like, out processing forms and getting house inspections and things like that to make sure he's all set to come back and be on the contiguous 50, or the Jesus Christ, the contiguous 48. Wow, look at me.
You are tired.
Ruining geography. I'm very tired.
It's gonna be okay, Sam. You're gonna make it.
I am gonna make it. I believe in myself, and I believe that I can do it. Yeah, so that's a thing that's happening. So we're very excited to have Zach back in the States, and we will be tentatively maybe lukewarm about having him back on the podcast. So yeah. That being said,
line was crossed today. We'll just say.
Yeah, line was crossed today. We had a FaceTime beforehand, as we usually do, and just battle lines were drawn, and really.
You hopped in at the perfect time.
I sure did. I legit like, so we're a very close knit group of boys, and I legit jumped on the FaceTime and was quiet for a while, and my bathroom was dark because I didn't turn my light on, and so all you see on my screen, typically, what I would imagine is just black, like inky blackness. And Zach and Cole were arguing, and so I just I ripped a fucking massive piss, and not even that stopped them from fighting each other. So really, I don't know what the fuck to do anymore.
Nope.
Sam, did you prepare?
Don't.
And then I prepared, and then I let loose. So,
how much Monster did you drink before that?
You shockingly none.
We were done with this for a minute. Damn it!
I'm sorry, but I can't resist.
I'm not. Monster will deplete my fluids faster, I think, in real life. I need to replenish my fluids because I've had a very interesting weekend. Anyway, so in the past, we have kind of done these shorter, like more.
Is it like a State of the Union?
almost like a State of the Union. Like we kind of talk a little bit more about State of the Podcast, where it's kind of like, we talk about like what we've done, what we're doing, and things of that nature. We kind of talk about ourselves a little bit. It's maybe a little selfish, but sometimes you need to do it. So we're gonna,
try to be transparent.
Gotta be transparent. No new content this week, but we're gonna be kind of talking about like where we're taking the podcast going forward. A lot of stuff has changed in the last couple of weeks, just status quo wise, and we want to kind of discuss our upcoming plans. And so, first things first, next week we are going to be having an outer op. So I will be posting on Twitter and all of the social media. I'm going to be posting a special like call to action episode here in a probably, well, you will have heard it by now. Basically, if you're hearing this, it might be a little too late to submit. Well, no, it won't. You have a couple of hours as you're hearing this to submit questions. So make sure you're emailing contact@metalgearmondays.com or going to the website using our contact form to ask us any questions you want about what you thought about Death Stranding, various other like opinions or thoughts, what you'd like to see us do on the show going forward. So we're going to solicit those suggestions as well. So
we could
a lot coming down the pipe.
Probably post something on like social, just like a hey, like like whenever we in the next like day or two, just like a hey, we're having an outer op, so maybe we can have some extra listener questions in there.
But Cole,
yeah, no, definitely.
If you do that, then it will have already happened by the time they're listening to this, and you've created a time paradox.
See,
oh God,
there it is. That's the kind of content I'm wanting to get back to. Metal Gear Solid 3, baby. Woo!
Sam, cue the time paradox music from Metal Gear Solid 3 here.
You got it.
Snake, what have you done? You changed the future. You've created a time paradox.
That was great, wasn't it? Anyway. So what we're going to kind of do is we're going to kind of talk a little bit about, we're going to kind of like reflect on what we've done in the last couple of months, and we're going to kind of move forward. We're moving on to new things. And so we've had a kind of a good, this is basically, this has been like a season full of change. Cause of course, this season we brought on Cole and Chris and Zach full time. Zach had obviously been on the podcast before. We brought them on full time to be hosts, and it's been great. I do wish that Zach could be here for this episode, because he's just as much a part of all of this. We joke around about how we hate each other, but like he's just as much as part of this.
That dude's my brother. I love him to death.
Yeah. So
his caveman grunts are valuable in the conversations that we have.
Yeah, very valuable. So that's one thing that's important to me to note here is that Zach has been on the show before. He's been a friend of the show for almost as long as the show's been around. And being able to have him as a regular on the podcast these last couple months has been really cool. And then having two people as awesome as Cole and Chris on the podcast, like people who
real sweet.
Yeah, I mean people. Well, so that's the crazy thing about it, right? Is that like these are people who were, to me, they were listeners, and I love the listeners, and but that's kind of like where, a relationship kind of starts and ends typically is, you have a listener, you interact with them, you talk to them, you have a joke, share a joke, and you have a conversation, and that's cool. But then like me and Alessio at the time thought like, well, maybe we bring these guys on board, and we did, and then they became some of my closest friends in the world. So life is funny like that.
It's fun. It's fun like that.
So yeah, it's been a rock and roll adventure. I'll start with Cole. How have you felt through this whole process? Like, what has been your takeaway on doing the show these last couple of months?
Man,
because you had a couple of extra weeks on Zach and Chris.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. Well, it was really cool. obviously being on the show, because coming from a listener and like a patron and, you know, a mod for the Discord, it was really, really awesome. Because I was in a transitional point in my life when I came on. I was literally moving when you guys were like, hey, we want you on. Because I came on right at I want to say the middle of September of last year.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause I remember you we had to postpone like one of your first episodes because your fucking apartment was on fire.
My apartment was on fire, or the apartment set next to mine was on fire. Going to go ahead and knock on wood for that one. No, it was really, really cool because it gave me something to kind of focus on and to look forward to doing work on. It's been an amazing experience.
Yeah, it's been
it's been an amazing experience, and I've enjoyed every minute of it. It's been one of the most just. I feel like I'm being sappy here, but it's been one of the most rewarding creative endeavors that I've ever been a part of. So I appreciate you, and I appreciate Alessio for both your friendship and for bringing me on, man.
No, thanks, man. And Chris, how about you? How have you felt about this grand experiment so far?
It's been very interesting. I never imagined that I would be on a podcast, but I will echo what Cole said. I think it's given me a great creative outlet. I'm a musician normally, and I quit the band that I was playing in last June just because work got to be too much, and it's really hard to play a lot of shows and travel stuff when you're doing that. So I feel like this has kind of replaced that for me, which is cool. And I've made a lot of friends from very different walks of life of mine through this podcast, and it's really cool in that regard because I do get a sense of real community out of the Discord and the Patreon community as a whole. So
yeah, it's been very cool. And then Zach, if Zach was here, he'd say something dumb like, well, I fucking hate these guys, and like, I'm fucking stupid, and Warder, fucking, New York. Warder.
My Rhodesian Ranger panties.
Rhodesian Ranger panties, fucking.
Yeah, shut the fuck up, Cole.
You're fucking narc. Fucking, I'm not a Fed. Don't call me a Fed.
Don't call me a Fed. You guys fucking suck, and I hate you, except for Cole, who I secretly love deeply.
Oh. So yeah, he'd probably say something like that.
No. I want to speak for Zach here, like legitimately.
Yeah.
Like Zach is become one of my best friends, and Zach really does appreciate the opportunity to come on board and to kind of just like find a community of people who like the same kind of stuff that he does, and he's just a good guy, and he's really one of the more humble people that it has been my pleasure to get to know. So I think that should speak for itself.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I remember having the phone call with him when I was going to ask him to be on the show, and I remember both of us being like real excited about that because Zach's been wanting to be part of the show for a very long time, and it was an opportunity never really presented itself beyond like him being a guest on a couple episodes here and there, and for him to be able to like come on board after all this time like felt like correct. It felt right, and so I'm happy to have him on board. I know he's happy to be on board, and he's happy to have the opportunity to like talk to y'all regularly. And yeah, it's gonna be cool for him to be back when he's back in the States. So that said, let's kind of talk about the show going forward.
Sure.
So we had kind of like a scheduling like program set up last year, towards the end of the year, that got derailed hard by Death Stranding, right?
Yeah.
So we had a lot of different seasons planned. Like we had our first spooky season the year before last, and we were really excited about spooky season again.
Oh, no, we missed spooky season. Damn.
Oh man,
God.
yeah, darn.
I don't think I can survive that.
Can you Metal Gear survive that?
Oh, is that going to be in spooky season? Because
I mean, it's
scary.
It's pretty scary. Yeah.
Going to make me play that. I might quit the podcast.
No, me and Alessia already played that, so you don't have to. Unless we remaster it.
I really hope they don't.
Yeah. No, we remaster the coverage,
Oh.
Chris.
I have fever dreams about it being a launch title on Metal Gear Survive 2 on PS5 VR.
Oh God.
Pachinko.
Oh no. The one only pachinko game they will allow us to play in the States. So we had that going. We had another movie season that we had planned. We had all kinds of stuff that we wanted to do, and then Death Stranding comes around. It's like, actually, I'm coming out on this day, and you're going to be dedicating your lives to me for several months. And so we want to kind of like refocus a little bit and do that fun stuff again. So we will have another movie season coming up at the end of the year, or maybe sooner. I don't know yet. We kind of have to like really take a deep look at like what we want to do and figure it out. But we're going to be watching a few dope movies. We're going to be watching another James Bond movie. This time we're going to be watching GoldenEye.
Yeah.
We're going to be watching Total Recall.
All right.
We're going to be watching LA Confidential.
Okay.
All right.
We're going to be watching Blade Runner
Yeah.
and Blade Runner 2049.
Okay. Which
and we're gonna be
Blade
watching
Runner are we going to watch? Are we going to watch
both?
Stop.
No.
Stop.
Are we watching director's cut? Are we watching extended cut? Are we watching
Oh shit!
theatrical cut?
Oh shit!
This is a very important question.
I'm okay with watching all cuts because I fucking love Blade Runner. I want you to understand how much I fucking love Blade Runner.
Mm-hmm. We're just gonna dedicate fucking 5 episodes to nothing but Blade Runner. We're gonna have a Blade
I'm
Runner
driving
season.
to Nashville to watch Blade Runner with Chris.
Yes. We will do a Blade Runner marathon.
Yes.
Oh man! So let's decide later which Blade Runner we're gonna watch.
Both of them. All of them.
I'll
We're
table
we're
this
definitely
conversation.
gonna watch Blade Runner and Blade Runner 2049. But as far as like what cut of the original Blade Runner we're gonna watch is dependent. So we'll talk about that later.
The longest one.
The longest one.
Yes.
Okay, that's probably what we'll do. We'll watch the longest cut of Blade Runner, which sounds good to me. Ooh, should I disappoint the masses right now?
Do it. We've been doing it. We've been doing it since you brought me on. So let's just keep that ball rolling.
Yeah.
Never seen Blade Runner.
I quit the podcast.
Whoops.
What do you mean you've never seen Blade Runner before?
Yes, thank you, Chris. Thank you.
I recognize that as a reference from Blade Runner, and that's it. Yeah,
That was
never.
an
So. You what?
That was an Arctic Monkeys reference, but
Was it?
yes.
I don't fucking know.
Oh yeah.
What do you mean you never seen Blade Runner?
God. Anyway, no, I have never seen Blade Runner. Which, you want to hear some weird shit? I have seen Blade Runner 2049.
What did you think about it, not knowing anything about Blade
Yeah,
Runner?
really.
I was real confused.
Yeah, I
also,
bet.
I was real high, so that was not a great. I don't think that was a great choice. Me and Justin, my roommate, constantly talk about how we need to watch it again, but not be high while watching it because we were high in the theater watching. And we were just like, what the fuck is going on? So I'm looking forward to watching Blade Runner for the podcast. And rewatching Blade Runner 2049 in a not in an acceptable state. And the other movie that we had talked about watching was The Thing.
Yes. So one scary movie I actually really like.
I've also
Yeah, I like The Thing.
Yeah,
I've also never seen The Thing, the original one at least.
it's really good.
I saw the
Really-
remake with Mary Elizabeth Winstead, but like it's probably nowhere close to as good as the original one. So we're gonna watch those movies. I think The Thing is going to kind of like shift us into our spooky season. We're kind of going to use that as a bridge into spooky season. If you recall, last time we did spooky season, we played Silent Hill 2. We're going to play Silent Hill 3. I also believe that we are going to play Castlevania Symphony of the Night, which isn't necessarily spooky, but it's like
Ooh.
themed.
That is one of my favorite video games.
Mm-hmm.
I
So
do
we'll
love
probably
it a
play
lot.
that boy there. And that's kind of, and then we're going to do some more Junji Ito readings. So we'll read some more of Junji Ito's work and follow up to Uzumaki that we did last spooky season. And so we'll brainstorm that more. Well, boys, you know, we're a bunch of, like Zach included, we're a bunch of self-admitted soft boys here on Metal Gear Mondays. What other spooky things do you think we should play?
Animal Crossing. Man,
Nope.
let me tell you, when like
Nope.
the Halloween section comes out, oof, I get
Nope.
the jitters. Man, nothing would
Nope.
scare me more than playing some
Nope.
Animal Crossing.
Nope. Nope.
Uh.
Okay, so spooky season.
Yeah. So it's something that we got like, so, okay.
It has to
We-
be, it has to be Kojima tangential, right?
Yeah. So like related to, you know, either him directly, an influence of his, somebody that's been in his game, somebody that's worked on the games, things like that. So anything that's kind of can like, anything we can Kevin Bacon back to Hideo Kojima, basically, is what I'm calling Metal Gear Mondays from now on. Is it something with Kevin?
Hideo Kojima?
Yeah, can we Kevin Bacon to Hideo Kojima and watch Footloose? I don't know yet. We don't know. We'll figure it out.
Okay, well let's think. You guys have already done PT, thank you. Silent Hill 2.
The unfortunate thing is that we couldn't, like, I say unfortunate, but the thing is, I don't think we couldn't do it again, like, with, I guess we could kind of like talk about like its impact and like what it did and like how it how it impacted like the world like of gaming
because,
at the time.
there are definitely some like PT aspects to Death Stranding. There's some you know lingering aspects there, so we could definitely talk about that. I'm trying to think of games that are in that same vein.
Yeah. A lot of like so after PT came out, a lot of horror games came out that followed a similar formula where it was just like, okay, you're in a loop, you're trapped in a loop, do a thing. And we can maybe play some of those. We can do some research. I know Markiplier has played a couple that I've watched from underneath my covers. So that could be something we could do.
I'm currently looking up. I'm currently doing like the research as we speak.
Mm-hmm. So there's a lot of like things we can do, like centered around PT. We could talk about games that were influenced by PT as a season or as an episode. Legacy PT kind of left what it meant to like not just horror and like Kojima, but like what it did, like how it was kind of like the precursor to the relationship split between Konami and Kojima in general. Or like the precursor to it, like when you finally kind of knew something was wrong.
Oh, great.
Uh-oh.
Oh, great.
What?
This is from Games Radar.
Mm-hmm.
This was put out on November 24th, 2019 by Vicky Blake. Title: Kojima's getting ready to to make the scariest horror game, end quote.
We've talked about this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm just now like really getting into it, and I don't like things. Apparently he was watching a Thai horror movie called The Eye.
Okay.
that could be part of spooky season.
Could be part of spooky season. We'll see. Asian horror films are particularly horrifying.
So
Yeah.
I would like
Great.
to play through Deadly Premonition.
Oh,
Ah.
that could be good.
Because okay, all right, hear me out, Cole.
Yeah.
It is a horror game, but it is like
It's kind of comedic in a way,
it's really campy, and
Yeah.
it's not super scary.
and you know why you'll like it, Cole?
Why will I like it, Sam?
Because of the deep Twin Peaks influence.
Oh yes, did you see that video I put in the group chat earlier?
I saw it. I didn't watch it because I was at work.
So that is Deadly Premonition.
I'll watch it here in a little bit.
And the gameplay is really like it's divided into two parts. So one part is you're investigating and you show up at these crime scenes and it's kind of like a point and click thing where you have to like find all of the clues in the area to successfully solve that part of the mystery. And the other part of it is like it's like playing Resident Evil 4. Where you have to shoot these like zombie things.
Dope.
Yeah. But it's not like, I mean, Silent Hill, Resident Evil 4 is a lot scarier than Deadly Premonition. Deadly Premonition has like really gross stuff, but it's just like a Japanesey horror thing.
Sick.
It's really good. It's really good.
Oh, I bet. Yeah.
I don't like scary things. Like, this is the guy who can't make it through Silent Hill, the first game. But I can play the crap out of Deadly Premonition.
Yeah, I got scared by the fucking Redeads in like Legend of Zelda, dog. Like that's the kind of level of.
You were
like,
probably 4.
I was 13, man.
Okay, that's still young.
All right. What else do you want from me, you fucking vampire?
Oh my god, I was 14, man. Golly. Yeah, so we're playing Deadly Premonition. So right now on the PlayStation, do you all have PS3s still? Do you?
No, I don't. I can probably find an emulator.
Yeah, probably.
It's on
Also,
the Xbox.
I gotta pull the Discord up because I have to address this real fast. There was a conversation happening yesterday. I think it was in general because I just got the VR set up in my apartment, and I was asking for games to play, and just throwing this out there to Toby and to Tyler Washington. I ain't gonna play Resident Evil 7. I'm sorry, dogs. It's just not gonna happen. Never gonna happen.
Yeah. Have you seen that video of Isaac playing Deadly Premonition, Cole?
No.
Or not Deadly, Resident Evil 7 VR?
Yes.
Okay.
No.
Yeah.
I'm with Isaac.
So-
He's the smart one of this podcast. I'm good.
I'm never touching Resident Evil 7.
I'm never touching that, especially in VR.
With a
There's
fucking 10
no
foot
fucking
pole.
ways. To Toby, Tyler, I love y'all. I really do. Nah. Not gonna happen.
I just thought of a really terrifying game for VR,
Don't.
and I wonder if it exists.
Don't. Please don't. What
Im-
is it?
Amnesia.
Oh, no, I don't think that's on VR. but-
No. Why? No.
Nah, not for Cole.
Not for Cole. Not for
It's
Cole.
cool. It's cool, you know.
Yeah, I think it's cool. It's fine.
Wow.
Well, so let's jump out of spooky. For
Yeah,
a
that
second
sounds
because
great.
Cole,
That sounds great.
because
Yeah.
Cole's gonna shit his pants because
Yeah.
he's a little Nancy boy.
Yep.
Let's talk about movies again because I think movies we can always like movie season is such a great idea because the thing about movie season is that the level for investment is a lot lower than a game, and so we can do more of them in less time and it doesn't feel exhausting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
So I don't know if have you guys ever done any research on like movies that have influenced Hideo Kojima at all?
I mean, he posts a lot on Twitter, like just the different movies that he's watching, and like different movies that have influenced him. So I feel like we could go do like a deep dive on his Twitter, find some of those, and watch them to kind of try and get into the kind of head of like past Hideo and current Hideo.
Yeah, that could be a thing. There are some like movies I think that like probably have a clear like direct influence on him. Like I think Die Hard is probably a good.
Really, you don't say watch. After that revelation last week.
Oh, you want to know the truth is that I fucking forgot about that.
You're welcome.
Yep. So we could watch Die Hard. Like probably I remember reading something about like we could watch The Deer Hunter because that's where remember the original.
Okay.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, we could watch that.
Yeah, we can watch The Deer Hunter. I watched it. I had to watch it in college, but all right, let's do it again.
Tell me about The Deer Hunter, Cole.
I don't want to talk about The Deer Hunter, Sam.
No, listen, you did this. I want to talk about fucking Deer Hunter.
It's just man, that fucking movie's visceral, dog. Like, I don't want to talk about The Deer Hunter. Can we please move on?
Okay. I've read Full Metal Jacket.
Yeah.
That could be one.
Zach could be all about
Zach
Full
would
Metal
be
Jacket.
all about Full Metal Jacket.
He has Paths to Glory on his Twitter. I'm looking through some of his stuff right now, but yeah, Paths to Glory is one of his movies.
So that could be good. Probably like the Bourne movies.
Probably.
Literally any other James
Escape
Bond
from
movie.
LA.
We covered Escape from LA.
Oh, right.
The Escape movies. Yeah, there's like a lot of movies that like I think we could watch for a movie season or an extended movie season or something like that. Twin Peaks. If you can, okay.
I am down for that 1,000%.
No.
By the way,
okay,
happy Twin Peaks Day, the day that we're recording.
Yes, as we're recording today is February 24th. Is Twin Peaks Day.
I need to say Diane for all of that.
Diane, February 24th, 11:30 a.m. Now entering Twin Peaks.
There you go.
Or something to that effect. Fun fact, and I'm sure you guys know this, I live like an hour away from Twin Peaks, basically.
You lucky son of a bitch.
Mm-hmm. That's why you guys got to come out here sometime so I can take you to Twin Peaks.
Yeah.
And we can actually eat at the diner.
I'm trying to go to the RR.
Hell yeah. The Double R is great. They actually legitimately have really good pie.
Yeah, I'm down for it.
Yep. Let's see what else. Yeah, so that's that. I think we also kind of discussed the idea of like watching now that we have like this relationship with Death Stranding and these actually famous actors that were in Death Stranding, we've kind of like toyed with the idea of watching movies and shows that they've been in. So like maybe we could watch The Boondock Saints or Ride with Norman Reedus because that's actually a more direct relationship with Death Stranding. Just various other movies. Like the other thing too is we could watch like the original X-Men movie because David Hayter did the screen or Watchmen or something like that.
I hate taking it back to spooky season. I really do.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like Guillermo definitely had some influence in Death Stranding as far as like, especially the BTs.
Yeah,
we
can definitely watch some Guillermo del Toro movies.
Yes.
Yeah. So I can do that. Even like, because wasn't the first Pacific Rim Guillermo del Toro?
Was it really?
I think it might have been. I could be wrong.
The kaiju, like the kaiju aspect of it, I could see because like kind of otherworldly creatures. Yeah, I could see that.
Let me see. Pacific Rim film. Let's look here. 2013 American science fiction monster film directed by Guillermo del Toro. Yep.
Oh yeah.
So that could be something we could watch. We could watch Pan's Labyrinth, which is a phenomenal movie.
Both Hellboy movies.
Both Hellboy movies, not the new one because it's bad.
The Shape of Water. That was a fantastic movie. Did you guys see that?
I did.
Did not.
So good.
You can watch. So that's another avenue for us. So that's another place we could go. What else do we got, boys? What are some things? So I've been talking a lot. What are some things that you boys would want to see us do on this podcast going forward?
I just thought of something just literally right now. Because I got a little Ludens looking at me.
Little loopy
Little
loo.
Latin
Well,
loopy-loo.
little Latin loopy loo.
Literature, like books that have maybe kind of inspired Kojima's work. Obviously, Mama Ludens.
So you fucking want us to become an actual book club?
Yeah, why not?
of shit.
As much as I hate to say it, let's maybe find some books that may have inspired, either Metal Gear Solid or, Death Stranding. Hell, I mean, there's still hold on, I've got it on my bookshelf. I'm going to grab it real quick so I can see who wrote it. There we go. I got it. There is the Metal Gear Solid novelization by Raymond Benson.
Mm-hmm.
That was published by Del Rey. Let's see. Oh, cool. I don't. Ballantine Books. It was published in. Sometime in 2008. There's that. I mean, there's a plethora of stuff I think that we could maybe find in literature. So it could be
I'm sure.
Actual book club podcast.
Yeah, I'd like that. Reading books, talking about books, I could deal with that.
We've also talked about character analysis of other characters in the Kojima verse.
So spending time directly speaking about the history of various characters. So doing I think the first one that we'd ever discussed was doing Kaz.
Yeah, because I really want to do Kaz.
Mm-hmm. Ocelot.
I really want to do Ocelot.
Mm-hmm. So all of these different characters, and kind of going in depth on a lot of different characters in the Metal Gear series.
Chris had talked about doing something on sound design in his games. Chris, you want to talk about that a little bit?
I'd like to do an episode on just sound design, and maybe have someone who has experience with that to talk about that on the show.
Well, so what we still have to do is we still have to schedule an episode with Fingers Music, who made the Death Stranding remix that we've been using for our theme song for the last several months. So that could be a good episode to have him on.
Maybe talk as well about art design, the kind of work, the kind of promo work of Yoji Shinkawa. I mean, I've got the art books here in the apartment. Maybe talk to someone about that as well.
Well, I think we might have a guest lined up for that one as well.
I think we might have a guest lined up for that. You know what I mean? Yeah, maybe just stay tuned. We might have a special someone talk to.
No, someone. I can also confirm that sometime in March, I've been in touch with one Terry Wolf, who is definitely excited to be back on the podcast sometime in March. He's got some things to say, and he kind of wants to dump his thoughts on Death Stranding and some other stuff like that, and kind of challenge our ideas a little bit and have a spirited discussion / debate about various things. So we will be having Terry back on in the coming weeks, so that'll be cool. And we're also still on the hunt for interviews, so we're not stopping doing those at all. So those could pop up intermittently as we are doing this programming, so that could be a thing. Boys, you know what else we got?
What we got?
We still got fucking games to talk about, gents.
Oh, we got games.
We got games. We got fucking Snatcher. Oh. We've got Police Knots, if we can figure that out.
Figure it out.
I have Police Knots figured out.
Do you?
Yeah.
Is it something you can discuss on the podcast, or will it get us in trouble?
we will talk off the
Okay, cool. We got police nuts. We technically did talk about these already, but like we never really did a full coverage episode on them, or episodes on them. Is the Zone of the Enders game? So Zone of the Enders and Zone of the Enders is a second runner. Me and Cole have VR, so we could potentially play second runner in VR because second runner Mars is a thing. Alessio has some kind words to say about Zone of the Enders second runner in VR, so I'd be into that. Be into that. What else, boys? What other games? So we also have the games that we want to play that were at some point influenced by Metal Gear or Hideo Kojima. So things like, of course, our friend Ryan Payton, whose Iron Man VR with Camouflage Studios is coming out very soon. If it didn't already release, it actually by the time you're hearing this, it might actually be out already. Hold please. Nope, not coming out till May. Never mind. So for those of you, so Ryan Payton we've had on the show. He was he worked on several Metal Gear games, and is a lovely man. Has his studio made a game called Republique, which is a kind of an espionage game, and it's clearly he took a lot of knowledge from his time working with Konami and Kojima, and kind of tried to make his own thing. So that's a game that we would want to play, kind of an episodic game we'd want to play. Hitman, maybe like a Splinter Cell game, just to like, because I remember
we should play the one where like Sam actually acknowledges the end of Metal Gear Solid.
Yeah, I think we should. But like if you guys remember, like coming up, like it was like Metal Gear, Splinter Cell, like they were like the two stealth game series that people talked about.
So I have a hot take on that.
Okay.
So I don't remember Splinter Cell being a real big thing until the PlayStation 2.
Same.
And when I think of like the comparisons, it was always Metal Gear and Siphon Filter.
Oh, I forgot about Siphon Filter.
I did too.
Yeah. We could play a Siphon Filter.
I'd be down for that.
Spoiler alert. The controls don't age very well.
I can't imagine they do. Chris, I can't imagine they do, but the controls don't age well for a lot of stuff we've played.
We've also talked about remasters, right?
Yeah, remastering like our seasons. Yeah, so that's another thing that we want to do is that we've talked about. So we've learned a lot about how to do podcasts over the last several years, and one of the things that we, believe it or not, and one of the things that we kind of wanted to do is something we've done technically already, which is remaster our previous coverage seasons on Metal Gear. So we did Metal Gear Solid 1. We've been talking on and offline about remastering our Metal Gear Solid 2 season, playing through Metal Gear Solid 2 again. 3 and 4. 4 especially I really want to do again because 4 was a very weird season for me. Because 4, when we were doing the season 4, I wasn't on a lot of those episodes because I was like busy and we had a lot of different special guests on the episodes that I couldn't be around for. And then it was also the time when I was like gearing up to announce that I was going to leave the show before we went on our hiatus. And then the show just went on hiatus before I had a chance to make my exit. So the Metal Gear Solid 4 season was, at the time, essentially our last season of the show, and I'd like to go back and give that season some more justice and do it a little bit better. So I'd love to remaster the season, Metal Gear Solid 4 season as well. Maybe even going back and like really like thoroughly playing through like some of the older games as well and doing that again. Maybe. But like definitely our main seasons we'd like to remaster. Right?
Chris and I will do it from that bar that we were at in Nashville.
Yeah, fucking VR missions on fucking.
No, dude, Chris got all the way to Vulcan Raven.
Oh, and then I got owned by that tank.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yikes. Yeah. That'll happen. As it frequently does. So that's another thing that we want to do is remaster the seasons that we've done in the past. I think after a certain point we have to like kind of draw a line on it too, which is like I don't know that we'd remaster like Peace Walker at least anytime soon, or 5 anytime soon. God, please let's not remaster 5 anytime soon. But but definitely Metal Gear Solids 2 through 4 we'd like to kind of revisit, especially with Zach, because Zach is a bad Metal Gear fan and hasn't played a couple of those games all the way through until recently. So sorry, Zach. You can direct all your hate mail at author Zach James on Twitter.
Light him up.
Light him up, baby. He's on fire. So that's another thing too we could do. I actually just thought, so this may not even be tangentially related. Well, tangentially in like the most direct meaning of tangentially possible is, what if we watch like The Matrix?
For like Metal Gear Solid 2.
Yeah, like VR theory and like,
yeah.
Is this real? Is this not? Like what's real? What isn't? Kind of deal.
I'd be down.
Yeah, I don't know.
I like Keanu Reeves.
I do like Keanu Reeves. And then the other thing, I don't think we would we wouldn't like cover it fully, but it might be fun to do like the coverage of Snatcher around the time that Cyberpunk comes out.
I agree with that.
And maybe do like a thoughts episode on Cyberpunk, not like a full coverage, but we played Cyberpunk for a week. Here's what we think about Cyberpunk, kind of deal.
I think we should have a whole Cyberpunk segment, and that be when we watch the Blade Runner movies.
Ooh,
maybe even
Snatcher,
or talk Matrix while we do that.
Yeah. We could even see like Metal Gear Solid 2 into Cyberpunk.
Like do the remaster season, and then we do Snatcher and Cyberpunk and like all that stuff. That would be really cool.
Make it all like, I don't know, techno.
Yeah, it's the season of Cyberpunk, baby.
Yeah.
Let's do it. I like that idea. 2020 coming up. Season of Cyberpunk.
We want to revisit Revengeance at all.
I would love to revisit Revengeance at some point. I fucking love that game unashamedly.
It's fun, dude.
I'll play through Revengeance again.
Yeah, I unironically love that game.
It's a fun game. I don't care. You fight a Metal Gear at the beginning, dog.
Mm-hmm.
You chop a Metal Gear. You chop a couple in half.
Yeah.
At the beginning.
Yeah. It's pretty severe and it's really awesome. So I would love to fucking do that. So yeah, we've got a lot kind of slated. Chris, what are some other things that you would like to see on the podcast?
Yeah. That's a tough one. I don't know, because we talked about doing Zone of Enders. That's a big one for me. I would love to talk about that game. I've never played them before, so this would be my first time playing through those games.
Okay.
Yeah, and also Police Knots. I've tried to play Police Knots, and I'm a pretty admittedly terrible reader, so it's a difficult game for me to play. And I think this would just give me the motivation. The listeners, if they could like raise their hands in power, send me their energy, their spirit energy, and I can harness it to have my attention focused just long enough to read the text on the screen. Yeah.
I think we can make that happen. I think the listeners can make that happen for you, Chris.
Yeah.
Another thing that I think would be actually really fun is something that I briefly mentioned this to you guys, Chris. Maybe this, speaking of reading, this may not be the best project for you to do, but
I'm not illiterate.
No, I'm not saying that's not what I meant. That's Isaac. Was doing like audiobook recordings of like the fictional books in Metal Gear universes, so like reading In the Darkness of Shadow Moses and like reading like Metal Gear themed like fiction out and like presenting it as like an audiobook almost.
That would be fantastic. I think that'd be great.
So that's something that I would like to do, and it's something I've been thinking, like I've been talking about doing I had talked about doing with like Alessio way back when, but just never kind of came to it. Maybe we could also do another one of those for the fucking Scholastic Metal Gear book. That could be a thing.
Ooh.
Yeah. So so that's another option, another thing that would be really cool to do. Yeah. Basically. What else is there? What else is there?
So I think this is like maybe a little tangential.
I mean, I suggested The Matrix, so I mean, go ahead.
So I think Suikoden too.
Ooh,
A
okay.
great game to play because one, Jeremy Blaustein worked on the translation for that.
Oh, yeah.
And two, it's one of the games that Psycho Mantis will reference if it's on the memory card.
Mm-hmm. So that could be a thing too. We could play the games that Psycho Mantis references. Maybe not DDR. Maybe DDR.
Maybe
I don't
DDR.
Maybe.
Who knows?
I mean, when we all meet up, we could just go to an arcade and play some.
Yeah,
I'm
and
down
then
for
cover
that,
DDR.
yeah.
I'm so down. Another one. That was the other thing too. Thank you for reminding me, Chris. Is that like it's not just Kojima games, but like there are a lot of people who worked on his games that have worked on other things that we could also cover. And one of the ones that that I was thinking about was, and it's apparently not a good game, but could be worth doing, was that Left Alive game. That's technically a front mission game that
I
Yoji
heard it
Shinkawa did
was-
the art for.
I heard it was pretty hard to play.
Oh yeah. Oh
Like-
no.
Yeah, I heard it was pretty painful, but you know
Ugh.
what they say about things you hear.
Yeah.
You hear them.
So that, yeah, you hear him, and that could also open us to be able to play like the front mission games, maybe, or So, there's some options there. Yeah, and that would also like we can kind of look at the structure of like who's worked on Kojima games, what else have they done, and let's play those and things like that.
Yeah, I think that would be fantastic because at the end of the day, Metal Gear is more than just Kojima, and there's
Mhm.
It's about the legacy we passed down.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Cole. You really have been saving up these references.
I really have. We've been talking about Death Stranding for so long. I was like, I've got so many Metal Gear
Mhm.
Solid references just like locked up top.
Yeah.
There was
You know, I think-
nothing stopping you from using any of those during the Death Stranding.
Mm-hmm.
No.
You know what, Cole? You take those Metal Gear references and keep on keeping on.
Fuck you, Sam. Fuck you. Don't you dare do this to me right now.
How could you on this beautiful day?
Cole,
Um,
I'm willing to meet you on the beach.
Cole.
Hey,
Cole's
Cole,
dead, everybody. Cole
Yep.
quit the
Nope,
podcast.
No.
Oh my goodness.
Just one week. 1 week, boys. That's all I'm asking.
One
Nah, dude.
week.
Yeah, dude.
Yes, that it's in there now. And then the other thing too is that like we could also watch like we talked about watching Guillermo del Toro movies, right? Well, why don't we watch some Jordan Vogt Robert movies?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I mean he doesn't have a whole lot of like directorial things, but he's got a couple.
Oh.
Why don't we
So he-
watch an episode of Conan?
We could watch an episode of Conan.
I have a weird idea.
Okay. Before you say your weird idea, let me give you my weird idea.
Okay.
Because Jordan Vogt Roberts directed Kong Skull Island and The Kings of Summer, but you know what he also directed and executive produced was American Ham, Nick Offerman's stand-up documentary.
And I
show, so we could watch-
loved it.
Yep. So we could watch that for the show. That's weird.
I actually did a college presentation on that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, we could watch that. That would be weird, but I'd be here for it. Anyway, what's your weird idea, Cole?
Okay. Back to kind of like sound design.
Uh-huh.
What if we did an episode on the music of Metal Gear? Like Metal Gear
Okay.
Solid 5 had a huge soundtrack with all the different tapes.
Mm-hmm.
Me and Zach, I know at least, listen to old Metal Gear probably 5 times a week.
Mm-hmm.
In our road trip playlist, I have Snake Eater probably at least 3 times.
Mhm. Here's to You by Joan Baez is on there as
Here's
well.
to You by Joan Baez is on there as well. I mean, I could talk about the music and the influences that they have on this game for a minute.
Mm-hmm. So that would be a great idea. I think I really, really wish that we would be able to do a lot of Cue It Here's for that episode, but unfortunately the nature of the beast means we can't.
You can if you subscribe on Patreon.
You sure can. But I think we should do an episode because I think music is almost as important to like the whole thematic nature of Metal Gear as anything else. So
sure.
What else? What else, boys?
Yeah.
Are we approaching the end of our rope?
Zach and I kind of talked about talking about it was either me and Zach or me and Chris kind of talked about maybe doing an episode or two just on like the kind of fictional history of the timeline of Metal Gear, like talking about the events that were happening around Metal Gear and how, either how plausible or, obviously not plausible because the Shagohod is
Yeah.
but the ideas around the eras that these games were played in.
Yeah. I
think Zach would really get a kick out of that as well. So
I think he would. Another one I think Zach would get a kick out of that kind of reminds me of that idea a little bit is like doing an episode on like the military might of Metal Gear.
Yeah.
Because one of the things that Zach would do when we would record like before we went on our hiatus, like our previous edition of Metal Gear Mondays, is that he would like write in and tell us stories about about weapons and like vehicles and stuff that like were in Metal Gear and like the tools like the Fultons and things like that and like how they would be used in like an actual military application since he has that experience. And it would be cool to do like a whole episode on that as well.
Yeah, I'd be down. That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
I think that would be cool.
Yeah. So and then Kojima's got a couple other games like Boktai and the other
That
games
one
like that, so.
Out of all the games, I think that one might be the most difficult.
It might be, yeah, but
there's also
we're not
the
gonna
Pachinko machines that we have to go play in Japan.
Yep. So if you guys can pay for our tickets to go to Japan, that'd be cool.
Yep, really appreciate that.
I mean, isn't Boktai the one that you have to use the solar panel?
Oh, it is.
It
Yeah, I
is,
forgot
yeah.
about that. Never mind. I don't think we're gonna play Boktai.
How much is a copy of that game?
Probably a lot.
Probably a lot.
Let's see what else.
Oh yeah, this game is like $100.
Oh nope.
Shoo.
I'm good, Chief. Thank you.
Deus Ex would be another good game to play as well.
I think Deus Ex would be fantastic. I also think System Shock, that one might be a little challenging because it's older. Watching things, Neon Genesis.
Yeah, that'd be a good one.
I think there's influences of Neon Genesis all through Kojima's work, so that could be a pretty beefy block of content.
And let's not. And the other thing too is like y'all thought we forgot, but we didn't. We do still have episodes that I kind of hate to bring this up because it's actually really funny how it all worked out. But these episodes, we had that Metal Gear Factivia for episode 100 that Cole lost.
I'm gonna take a quick hike. I'll talk
Yeah,
to you
Cole,
guys
you
later.
get-
See ya.
Cole, you sit in the corner. Cole lost Metal Gear Factivia, which means he didn't get to be on an episode of the podcast. Meanwhile, motherfucking Cole Duncan weaseled his way onto the podcast full time, and we still haven't had Mike and Tori on the podcast for their prizes. So,
Wow.
some of these things that we've talked about are actually things that they have signed up to be on for episodes. So we will be having Mike and Tori on as guests for certain episodes that they would like to be on. So that is also something that you can expect soonish, depending on when we do these episodes. So we've got a lot coming down the pipe. We are very excited to continue doing Metal Gear Mondays for the foreseeable future.
Thanks for hanging out with us.
Yeah, thanks for hanging out with us. We have had some criticism that the podcast isn't necessarily about Metal Gear so much anymore as it used to be. And to that, I say, Cole, keep your goddamn mouth shut.
I'm good. I'm good. No edits needed. No edits needed.
No edits needed. No edits needed.
So,
but I think I know I definitely know what you're thinking. I know Zach is screaming right now as he's listening to this.
Yep.
So we're gonna glide past that. And so I don't know what you guys think about this. I think it would be a damn shame to change the name of this podcast.
Absolutely.
I toyed, and way back even when Alessio was still doing the podcast full time, we had toyed with the idea of like changing the name of the podcast to kind of like fit the like what it had become or what it was becoming. And I like in my heart, I know what my answer is, but my head is conflicted about that. So I want to hear not only what Cole and Chris think about changing the name of the podcast, but what the listeners think as well. So I'm going to do like a whole call here at the end of the episode, but Cole and Chris. Cole, what do you think?
I think that Metal Gear Mondays embodies the kind of spirit of the podcast and what we're talking about. So I'm good with keeping the name, personally.
Okay. What about you, Chris?
Yeah, no, I think I understand what you're saying from a logical sense. Yeah.
Also,
I do agree with you on that. Mm-hmm.
We've been very transparent the entire time.
Okay, Cole.
About...
I have to pull the leash back a little bit because you're getting close to that line, bud. And I know what you want to say.
We've just been very transparent.
And I love you. I love you, Cole. I love you, Cole. Cole. I gotta get you to stop. I gotta get you to stop talking right now, Cole.
We're putting up the fucking invisible collar fence. You gotta reel it back, brother. It's okay.
Wheel it in. We love you. We love you. We're here for you. Okay.
Love y'all too.
Chris, please
love you,
continue.
King. So, yes, I was gonna say, I definitely understand like your logic and where you're coming from, Sam, but I almost feel like, yeah, it would be a lot to change the name. If anything, just call it Metal Gear Mondays 2.
Maybe. I think I know what the answer is, but that kind of brings us to the end of this episode, and with that, I asked for the listeners to use their voices and make themselves be heard. So, contact at metalgearmondays.com or I'm sorry. Zach, Cole and Zach are doing a thing on our text chain in respect to what we're telling Cole to fucking cool his jets on. Wow. Anyway, Cole. Wow. Okay. We can't talk about this. Fuck. I lost my train of thought. Contact at metalgearmondays.com or we have a contact form on our website, metalgearmondays.com, where you can also it'll get you the same place, so you might as well just write an email. Send in your thoughts about what you think we should do for the podcast. We would love to know. I mean, we have our thoughts and our ideas that we're gonna do, but we want to know, like, you know, we have a lot of like love and respect for our listeners, and I think that's one of the things that kind of sets us apart from a lot of communities, that we like try to include feedback and do that. So if you have thoughts about what you think would be cool to have on the podcast, you tell us and let us know, and we will do our best to incorporate that kind of stuff. Also, let us know if you think we should change the name of the podcast, and if you do, what do you think we should change it to? Let us know. You know, and that, you know, there may not even be a serious tag on that one. Why don't you make a joke about it? Make us laugh. And then also, like I said, next week we're going to be having an outer op. So get in, like it's going to be for the last time for a very long time, short of Terry's episode, that we're going to be talking about like Death Stranding in depth. So please use this opportunity to get in your last second thoughts about Death Stranding. Anything you think about Death Stranding, your experience playing it, things of that nature. And then even if it's not Death Stranding, Metal Gear, just anything that you want to tell us about that, again, relates tangentially to this podcast. I remember I wanted to bring up really quick. We had a listener write in for our last Outer Op, Seamus Moose, and then his brother wrote in and made me realize that that's just his name. Seamus Moose is just this guy's name, I think, and that's badass. So
it really is a cool ass name.
Yeah, so we have letters. We definitely have letters coming from those two on our Outer Op, which I'm excited to read. And so yeah, so send in your stuff. Contact metalgearmondays.com, and we're gonna talk about all that stuff on the next episode. Meanwhile, you can find us on the internet, as I said, metalgearmondays.com, Facebook at Metal Gear Mondays, Twitter at Metal Gear Monday. Patreon.com/Metal Gear Mondays is a big one, where we do stuff. We're actually going to be recording another episode of the Patriot Club the same night that we're recording this episode, which is our exclusive Patreon only podcast that we release every other week on Patreon exclusively, and which you may have heard a couple weeks ago. The Zach, Chris, and Cole did an impromptu kind of Patriot Club style podcast on the main feed to kind of give you guys an idea of what that energy is like when I had some emergency issues in my life, and that was very cool. So check that out. We also have access to our Discord at all tiers and some other things that we are we have available to you. So please check that out if you are so inclined. The other thing you can do, which I don't think we've talked about in a while, is to tell your friends about us, tweet about us, do anything you can there. Leave a review on Apple Podcasts or wherever you get your podcasts, because that's another way that we get seen and we get our message out there, our voice, our legacy, our what else?
I'll sweeten this deal. If you do leave a 5-star review on wherever you hear this podcast, Zach James will show up to your house and kiss you on the mouth.
Well, okay, I don't know.
Consensually, obviously.
A consensual kiss.
Yeah, he will give you a consensual kiss on the mouth.
We actually have had a couple of, I don't know how far back these go because it's been a while since we've talked about it, but we've got I think we had an interview on August. X Conway X left us a 5-star review. Jen 1973 left us a 5-star review. That was in October. M Smith 5279 left us a 5-star in October. Des Minesdale left us a 5-star review in November. And then these two I know are definitely new. We've got Scott_Posey and Swift Kill Gaming, who left us reviews recently on iTunes. So thank you guys for all of that. I want to if you guys leave reviews, I want to get better about calling you out and telling you about that stuff. So, or thanking people who do that. So, yeah, leave some reviews and we'll get better about that. Cole, where can they find you on the internet?
So you can find me on Twitter at I am Cole Duncan, on Instagram at Subterranean Homesick Brews, on PSN at I am Cole Duncan, and look for me on Appalachian StockX app.
What?
Yep, I'm there. You just gotta look.
What is that?
It's a place where you can buy old boots generally.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Chris, where can they find you on the internet? Wow.
Thank you, Sam. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Chris Hampton II. And you can find me on the Discord. PSN and Xbox are Proto Dude.
Yes. And you can find, before I say myself, you can find Zach on the internet on Twitter and Instagram at author Zach James. And you can also find him on the gaming places as Maverick Rooster, as well as YouTube Maverick Rooster, where he's playing video games. and including video games with Chris. He's going to be playing games with me and Cole soon enough once he gets back to the States, and it's going to be great. So check that channel out. And you can find me on the internet on Twitter at Sanjul. That's SANJUUL. YouTube, bit.ly/Sam does a thing. I'm going to do more videos eventually. It'll happen, whatever. And then you can find me on PSN at Deadpool Alpha. And yeah, I think that's it. Cole.
Yo.
Since you seem to be the one that's so fucking excited that we're not doing Death Stranding references anymore, why don't you be the one that takes us back to our classic?
Tell you what I'll do.
Classic.
That good.
That good.
Tell you what I'll do, Sam.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna take the package that I got from this porter here. He just showed up in my house. I don't know who he is.
No.
He's just kind of standing here looking at me right now.
Uh-huh.
And
does he look dirty? Does he just look dirty? Like, even though he's taking a shower, does he just look dirty?
He looks kind of dirty, a little grimy. Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
For sure,
okay.
yeah.
Do you have like inverted handprints all over him?
No, it doesn't have that, so I assume well, actually I can't tell because Kojima wouldn't include any part of the Southeast in Death Stranding, so I couldn't go to the mountains where I'm from in his fucking video game. So what I'm going to do? I thought you were going to say that. Wait. I thought you were going to say. Wait. I thought you were going to say that Kojima didn't include the dick. Well, that too. But
what are you going to do? What are you going to do is
include the dick. And so what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to grab this dude. Yep, come here. Stop. Easy.
Don't struggle.
Easy. Shh,
it's okay.
Sleep.
It's okay.
Sleep.
Oh, no.
It's okay.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
All right, and now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put you in this receptacle with this package. I'm going to tape it up real quick. Hold on.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, that's good. Let's set this back out on my front porch. I'm just going to wait for another porter to take this receptacle. You know what that receptacle is?
What is that receptacle?
Bubby, it's just a box.
Oh, and so it is. One of these days we're going to have Chris do this when he remembers what our outro is.
Yeah,
but until then, it's just a box.
Just a box.
Just a box.
My hand!
God damn it, Duncan.
Damn it, Cole.
Just a box.